Well, hello everyone. I was going to introduce to you, or I'm going to introduce to you, some things I got for QRP. Quebec Romeo Pagua. That one there is a Chinese radio, USSDR, or whatever it's called. Works okay until you go onto the CW filters and narrow filters, then it starts to make a sputtering noise. So you have to keep this wide filter on all the time to make it useful. So how do I manage CW? I just use that scaff filter, and that actually works well. That there was from a kit I built. I built two kits from this QRP Kits company. I forgot what they're called now, Phoenix Online. And one's a dummy load, very useful. Sorry about the shakes tonight, my hands are shaking and I can't do anything about it. A trans match. I've also got a selection of keys. This one here that one is a Chinese key. It's a Uniham 730C, I think it says. That must be a different one than the one I had originally. Red paddles. I would say the spring is too strong on those. When you touch it, it almost goes like that because the spring is too tight. Also the paddles aren't straight. They're really stuck out a bit, but never mind. There you are, so that works okay. I then got this one, which is an American paddle. It's made by CW Morse. It's actually a single. Don't know why they put two fins on and use twice as much plastic when you only need one, but never mind. As long as I got that extra one for free. This one is a camelback key. As you can see why it's called a camel, but to me it hasn't got three humps, so I won't be calling it hump free. I'll put the dummy load there and it looks a bit nicer. Dummy load, obviously useful. I got this rig. What I've done with this, it was given very poor output on 10. I was getting like 1.5 watts out of it. It's ridiculous. What I did is I changed the driver to a proper driver. They put one in there. It was even the wrong way round. It wasn't the right one. I changed that and I put a brand new high quality 510 in there, IOF 510, a proper IF, proper one, a genuine one, and he's pushing out 3.5 watts now on 10. The rig only is supposed to push 5, so it's not far off, and that's on 10. The other bands are about 6 to 7, so it's a lot better, but obviously I can't use narrow filters. You have to use the wide and use that, otherwise you get this sputtering noise. The digital filters just don't work properly in there. But at 140 quid you don't expect much. But I mean it's okay for doing, basically if I want to do sideband portable with it, then it would be great for that. So that is the Unikey scaff filter, the American key, the Humphrey is there. What I'm going to do now is put the American key on to show you. You've obviously seen the China key. That's this one, it's a double. I'll just put a little bit out. It's not transmitting. Out. Tell me I'm not used to using that key. I had it today. I've not used one of those for a long time. This is a nice key. This is an American key. This is only a single paddle. You can obviously tell I'm used to using that one, aren't I? Because I got it right. This key is a straight key. But I haven't got any pigtails made. This doesn't have a plug. It's got binding posts. Plenty enough room to put a jack on the back. And the guy uses binding posts. Binding posts are old fashioned. People don't use binding posts anymore. It should have had a jack on the back. There's plenty enough room for it. That would have made it more useful. Otherwise I've got to make a lead with 2 wires, and the wires are going to keep breaking off the posts. It's an absolute pain in the bloody nuts. That's the filter. This is a scuff filter made by Phoenix Kits. It works well, it works very well. It's got the filter, it's also got a little amplifier, an LM380 in there, so you can run a speaker on that. And the dummy load, it's got a chart on the top, and if you put a voltmeter on, you can tell how many watts using a voltmeter. That is useful. And it was 15 quid, that kit, best kit I bought. And there's the this ATU, 10 watts, but the caps are rated at 20. I read about it, you could put 20 watts on this. I don't expect I'll ever get 20 watts out of any QRP rig. I think you only get 15 watts out of a Zygo. So there you are, everyone. Sorry about the video's a bit wavy, but of course I'm moving around as well. So there is my QRP setup, and then the kits, those 3 I made. I've even made more. I made an amplifier and a CW monitor, which tells you when you're on frequency. A green bulb lights up when you're in tune. So I got 1, 2. I've made 4 of those kits, and I'd like to make a couple more, but I don't want to buy every kit. But there's certainly, I think there's another kit I want to make. But I can't remember. One's a practice oscillator, I can't remember what the other one is. But anyway, there's the Battle of the 3 Keys. A double paddle made in China, Unihan. They're about 56 quid. The post is free, I didn't pay any tax on it, but that was cheaper than that one. That one was 69 quid from Martin Lynch and Sons. That's very nice, comes on a metal base. 3D printed, but very nice. That one I believe was £39. I don't particularly like it. I think it's it doesn't feel very nice. This one feels great. I like this one. Really like this one. This one I'm not so impressed with. It's workable. But even with the spring fully down, tight, it still doesn't, like I call it, feel very definite. And the bass isn't heavy enough. And that doesn't help it. Because if you have a look, it sort of tremolos just because the bass is too light. It sort of flaps up and down. I got to hold that because I'm a bit hand-fisted. But there you are, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this short little video. Haven't got the aerial connected. I hope you forgive me for that. So thank you, everyone. Bye bye. 73s, as they say in amateur radio language.